I am Felipe Clan. I'm from Gravataí, Rio Grande do Sul, and I learned about TNT at LinkedIn. A connection that I have there shared this meeting, so I was really excited to find out more.
Yay, I really hope you enjoy the conversation today. I will explain how TNT works, then how things work here. So TNT is a platform where we come to communicate in English. We also have other languages like Spanish, French, Italian, German. It's just a great place to learn and to practice your speaking skills, your speaking abilities, and also listening, right? We are not here to correct each other, just to speak and to practice. My name is Bruna. I live in São Paulo. I work as a teacher, and I've been a hostess here for around 3 months. I love this place, and I really hope you have a great first experience here. In order to have a comfortable conversation, we usually split the people in small rooms, in breakout rooms. So this is what I'm going to do right now. I just want to ask you a few minutes. In this room, you have to choose a leader who is going to guide the conversation. This person just needs to read the questions and check if everyone is going to have the chance to communicate. The questions are here in the chat. If you are a leader in the breakout room, feel free to choose the order of the questions and to lead it in the way you prefer. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed the conversation today. Do you have any questions? In the breakout room, if you have any problems, you can click on the button. It's like below the cameras. It's called Ask for Help. Then I can go there to help you. I will send you the questions here one more time and split and send you to the rooms. We're going live on YouTube, so YouTube everyone who is there and who follows TNT there can watch us. So let's start. I really hope you enjoyed the conversation. See you in 40 minutes. Okay, let's go. I forgot to delete one. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. If you didn't receive anything, it means you're going to be here in the main room with me. So let's start reintroducing ourselves. João, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, for sure. So my name is João. I'm 16 years old. I was born in Goiânia, Goiás, but I'm living now in a city called Floriana. It's in the countryside of the state of Piauí. I'm in the last year of high school, and I've been here on TNT Science last year, February.
Okay, very good. I think it's our first time talking to each other, right? So it's really nice to meet you. Felipe, can you please introduce yourself again?
Yeah, of course. So my name is Felipe Clan. I live in Gravataí, Rio Grande do Sul, but I'm not from here. I'm from a countryside city in Rio Grande do Sul too, called Palmeira das Missões. It's a really small city, and I'm really liking right now, even though it just started. I'm really excited. I when I heard about it, I was so excited to being able to talk with other people, because it's really hard to find someone to have conversations right now. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yay, that's great. No, like after my first time here on TNT, I really got addicted to it, and I'm here like every day, you know. It's just great. Yeah. And can you please introduce yourself too?
Yes, I'm sorry about the noise. My name is Andrew Miller. I'm geology PhD student, and I've been also hosting TNT since the beginning of the last year. And well, this topic is very, actual for me because I'm traveling. I'm in a flight connection, so it's totally in line with what I'm living right now. So yeah, good morning, everyone.
That's good. Okay, thank you so much for sharing. And last but not least, Karina, can you please introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Karina. I'm from Belo Horizonte, and today I'm excited about practice my English and improve because I want to be fluent and learn new words and vocabulary, and I guess this can help me.
Girl, of course it will. You'll see it's going to be amazing. Guys, we are live on YouTube, so if you have the chance, if you can, please open your cameras. Otherwise, it will be just me with my camera open on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. Okay, so let's start with the first question. That is, what is belonging for you? So, Felipe, can you start, please? What is your concept of belonging?
Uh, okay, I can really relate from what the speaker said about what is belonging. To me, it's not a physical place or some sort of comfort in physical places, but it's somewhere where I feel like I am giving myself to someone who is giving themselves to me too. Is a place where we both share the same feeling for each other, this love, and by love I don't say like passionate love, but just like caring and loving by each other and feeling like you are free to be yourself without having to think before you say things, and you feel that this for me it's home, it's where I belong.
Yeah, that's a great answer, and it's interesting what he said that he had some like memories from his past, and when he went back to these places, he didn't feel he belonged anymore, right? So it's
Yeah.
interesting. Maybe like because of the people who were there or like something else. Thank you so much for say it.
Okay, so I experienced a lot of that because my family moved a lot when I was younger. I lived in the state of Rondônia, I live in the state of Mato Grosso, and I live in
Gosh.
other cities in Rio Grande do Sul. So when we always moved to another city thinking that things would change, but we lost the people we lived before. So
Mhm.
actually we went to better places where we were living better financially, but we moved again to a little countryside city called Palmeiras Missões, which is a place where we have our families and we have people we love. And is we said that this city for us is a trap because we can't live financially well there, but we have so much people that we love there. And right now being able to live in a city close to them but not there, and to have more job opportunities and being able to visit, for me is the best fit to to kind of avoid this trap.
That's yeah, I got it. Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's check with Karina now. Karina, what about you? What is belonging for you?
Well, I agree with Felipe, and I think belonging is a place you can feel welcome, and well, you can share your thoughts, and you can that you are close to the people. Uh, that's it.
Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. I agree with you 100%. João and you, do you agree with Felipe and Karina? What do you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with, like for me belong means to, like feel free, like, and you can say your things, like your thoughts. It's a place that you feel comfortable, like to be in there. For me, it is not just a place physical, like it is more a feeling, about something. So yeah, about the sense of comfortable, so that's it.
Yes, definitely. Like you feel you can be who you are, right? It's great. Angel, your turn.
Yeah, I'm so connected with Philippe's answer, and I think I totally agree because I'm geologist, so I have been traveling from a lot of different regions to others, a lot of different regions as well. I'm traveling right now, and yeah, I consider that what Karina says, it's very interesting because it's something that it's a place, in my opinion, it's a place that we can feel welcomed, like a family and feeling good. Because sometimes you have to adapt this feeling, this place to accept you. So you have to kind of improve this feeling, this mentality, and yeah, that's it. I totally agree with you guys.
Yay, that's great. Yeah. Now I want to know from you, where do you belong? What communities do you belong to nowadays? So, João, can you start? Where do you belong nowadays? What are your communities?
So, so that's a tough question, but I really don't know, like, but I wanna always, like be with my family, like there is a place that I feel comfortable with them, like, so yeah, I like to be with them, so I think it is where I belong, like with my family. I don't know.
Very good. No, this is a good point. Yeah, thank you so much. Karine and you.
Well, I used to belong tech communities. Today is a little far away from me, but nowadays I like to belong to entrepreneurial communities and my family too, like João said.
Okay, that's great. It's something I always talk about here on Tnt. We have many women here from this tech area, so it's really good to know you are one of them. Thank you for sharing. Felipe, what about you? Besides your family?
Okay, besides my family, I think I belong to tech communities too. I am a developer, so I'm actually trying to be more active in this community. For me, we always have a lot of things we love to do and we love to participate, but it demands so much time to be an active member of communities. And so even tech communities, because it's a lot of knowledge you need to have to participate. And I would say tech communities, and I don't know if it is a community, but the Christian community is something that I grew up being a Christian, and to me is really part of who I am right now, because we call even we are not so close with everyone who are Christian, we always refer to each other as brothers, and to me this holds a strong value, emotional value to me, because we feel that you if you need help, someone will be there for you and you will be there for them, and we always kind of want to be a better persons and help each other. So these are the two main communities I am currently with.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a community, like a place where you feel safe, you feel loved. So it is. Thank you so much for sharing. Engdo, what about you? Where do you belong? What are your communities?
Yeah, very good question. I really don't know. I belong to the planet Earth. I think. Well, I'm a very expensive person, so somehow I always connect with some of these people. So I believe it's in line with what I think. I belong to this place where we can expand our ability or knowledge, yeah, the art and culture. I really into this. So it's something that I'm very happy in this community, TNT community, and other communities is a great part of my life. And yeah, it's the possibility of to expand your life in all senses.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thanks.
I have to agree with you because I am just like you. This is something I really like. TNT is definitely a place I feel I belong and I feel I can be who I am and I don't think a lot, I just am. And it's just great. But I also like being who I am, like dancing. So maybe the dancing community is a place I feel I belong to here with my family, with my friends. So I think that's it. Let's take a look at the next one. What makes a place feel like home? Do you think this feeling is based on culture, affection, or location? So, Endo, can you start with this one, please?
Oh my God, very hard this question. Well,
I'm sorry, guys. Deep,
yeah,
deep topic today.
I think the mood of the people, you know, not culture, not affection and location, but the mood of the people, the vibration of the people. I consider because, well, I really do not expect anything, from the people. And when the most I know, I started to develop, the environment where I am. So I consider that mood, for example, here, I love to talk here because the most part of people, they provide a lot of very good insight and ideas as well. So, it's a kind of, I do not expect anything, but when I start to listen and I know, and oh my God, it's very awesome, very great. So I think it's the mood. I don't know the behavior maybe.
Yeah, I think I feel you. I think maybe everything, culture, affection, location. I wouldn't say location that much. Maybe just culture and affection. Uh, and if you feel just like Felipe said, I think if you feel like welcomed and if you feel like the people in that place like really care about you and the things you are sharing, they are like really there, like listening to you. I think this is something that really makes me feel in my own place. It makes
Yeah,
me feel that I
maybe
belong.
the acceptance of the difference. I think it's
Yeah,
a very good one, because
this is a
I
good
think
word,
the more the
acceptance.
diversity we have, it's more, great in terms of, possibility and beautiful and very good to stay in this place because you're always facing something new. So that's very awesome.
Yeah, and like this is what we live here every day, right? Like we have people from many different places, countries, cities, states, and it's a really diverse place. I love it. Thank you for sharing, Angel. Karina, and you, what makes a place feel like home for you?
I think that is a place that you are able to bond with the people, with your values, with your thoughts, with your culture, affections, anything that makes you bond with these people and makes you be you without fear.
Perfect. I loved it. Felipe, do you agree? What do you think?
Yes, I agree. But to me, it's mainly the affection based, because I believe we can have different cultures and even be in different places. But what matters is if we truly care and love, and like we will have different cultural. We will have different cultures in with a lot of people. We carry our own histories and our own families, and with that, but being able to let that aside. So, okay, how are you, and how are they being, and are you okay? Do you need some help? Besides, as I said, I am a Christian, and I will hate to just have Christian friends and to just have Christian people talking with me. I this is not why my religion talks about. My religion talks about love and acceptance, and talks about being able to love everyone besides any option they choose to live in any religion and anything. Just become to this truly this affection feeling. For me, that is it.
I loved it. Yeah, and it was really interesting what you said because although we have like different experiences, somehow we feel we can like connect to each other, right? And this is great. Thank you so much for sharing. What do you think, João? What makes a place feel like home for you?
Yeah, for me, it's the people, you know, like, yeah, and the connections that you build with the people, a place that you feel free and welcome, that you feel loved, you know, like by the people. And you have, it's not like, as you said, you know, like it is not the same thoughts, you know, like, but you have a connection, you know, like and somehow you have something in the same that the people feeling, you know, like, so I think that's this kind of connection make a place your home.
Yes, thank you so much for sharing. Guys, I'm gonna skip number 4 and let's check number 5. Have you ever tried to belong to a place, maybe a country, a community, friendship, whatever, but it wasn't as you thought it would be? Like you maybe felt like disappointed somehow. How did you overcome it? So, Karina, can you start, please?
Okay, yes. This was sad because I created an expectative about this, and by the end, this wasn't what I was expecting. So I was very disappointed.
Yes, and I think this is common, right? I think it's impossible not to face it at least once in our lives, right? But thank you so much for sharing. Felipe, what about you?
Yeah, as I said before, the city that I was born is kind of trapped because you always want to move back, and my family did it 3 times, and the 3 times we moved back, it wasn't the same thing as we imagined it would be, because as I said, the people we loved moved, or we didn't have the same connection anymore because it took like 5 or 4 years to come back, so they moved to different paths, and we this was to me the one of the biggest uh, disappointments, because I was expecting to, I will revisit my friends, we will have fun, and like one or two at maximum, we still in touch. But to me, those people that talk to me when I came back, they're still my friends till now. So I'm really grateful to have these people, even though they are not that much. But but that's it.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much for sharing. And it's interesting, right? Because yeah, like sometimes we need to be around like people who really matters, right? Who really care about us. So it's good that you still have some friends. I think I have already felt like this. Like I tried to belong to a place and it wasn't how I expected to be. But I think nowadays, if I realize that I don't belong to a place, I don't try to fit in anymore, you know. I just leave and it's okay. And what about you?
Well, I think I had other expectation or a specific kind of expectation about São Paulo, and I changed my mind. Uh, However, as I told you
What do you
guys, I
mean?
don't. Well, oh my God. Well, for some reason, I thought that when when I was in São Paulo, I I would see uh, people with very different mentality and culture and so on. Very fluid by information. And when I start to see, oh my God, I kind of, it's very similar to other region that I already know. So it's Brazil, but it was very interesting to see that is Brazil. Sometimes we kind of, how can I say, we kind of, I forgot the word, but thinking that one state is better than other, something like that. This comparison, it's very terrible, and it was interesting to see that it's very similar. Brazil is Brazil. It's basically our country. It's very, but as I told you, I do not like to have expectation about the region. No, all the places that I visit, I try to be very open to see all the possibility. So just about São Paulo, I changed a little bit, but it's not something like, oh my God, was interesting to see, but about other regions was very interesting to be open to receive, the energy, the possibility, the behavior, and so on. I really appreciate it. I think it's very productive when you do it because you can enrich more your life.
Yes, I loved it. And I'm really sorry it wasn't the way you you expected to be here. It's okay.
No, no, don't see that. Because you are a very, very great person. Now that I met São Paulo, you
Uh-huh.
and Philip and a lot of different
Yeah.
people. But I was, it's a kind of one or two or three people, very
I feel you.
specific,
No,
you know.
it's okay. No, no problem. Thank you so much for sharing, though. João, what about you?
So as I said, like I was born in Goiânia, so the same thing happened to me. Like I feel the same with Felipe. Like and my friends and some members of my family, like take a distance for me when I came to Goiânia. Like so. Yeah, the same in some level happened to me.
Yes, Engel is saying he's from Goiânia too, so
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that's nice. Guys, I'm gonna skip again to question number 5, sorry. Should people feel a deep sense of belonging to the country they were born in? What do you think? Should we have this feeling that we belong to our country? Karina, I am looking at you. What do you think?
Well, maybe. I think it's possible you think differently from the people of your country. And because of it, you can belong, you can feel like you don't belong to place. It's possible. But normally, people use it to feel belong to the country they born.
Yeah, and this question is interesting, right? Because should people feel a sense of belonging? Maybe not if they had this if they had like good experiences in other countries, and I think it's okay too. And uh, just like the guy from the video, he went to many countries and he kind of developed this feeling, right, of like belonging to new places and new communities. So I have to say, I don't think people should feel it. If they want to, okay, but it's not something that it's like a must thing. Angel, what's your point of view?
I agree with you. I don't think that people should, feel like like this. However, I think the more I know other different regions, in Brazil, more I feel that I'm very Goiano. You know, I kind of recognize, my details in terms of behavior and all. And it's interesting to see that because, oh my God, all the sign from the region that I born and raised as well. So it's interesting, but I don't think that people should, I think you have to respect your roots, because for example, meaning speaking about what I said before, about São Paulo, I'm in my opinion, what I received, the information that I received from, was that I thought that I kind of overestimated São Paulo. That's that what I did. And nowadays I can make more realistic comparison, between the places. So I think we have to respect our roots. Yeah, that's it.
That's important. Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you so much. João, what about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Like always, as you said, like you have new experiences, like about other countries, about other places, like so always you are trying to find new place, this kind of thing. So I think you shouldn't be, like have this sense of pertencer, like just one place, because you're free, like to feel other experiences, So yeah, but as Zendo said, like you need to respect, like the culture and this kind of thing. But you open, like for experience another place.
Definitely. Very good. I agree with you guys. Felipe, what about you? What do you think? Do you agree with us?
I agree, and I think it's a weird feeling to have for a country like you belong there because you have to be really careful with that feeling because if I feel too much of it, like I really belong, this is the best place in the world, I will kind of develop a nationalism and I will think the other countries are worse than our country and I think is that something that maybe spikes some wires because there are countries that live so close to each other and they think their culture is trash and my culture is better than yours, so you need to have my culture. And but I don't think we like don't have to care the place we were born and the place, but I will say the place we live, if it's another country that you wasn't born into, it's okay, but you need to have this, I won't say belonging, but you need to have this active mind to made it better. Like I feel like this is a country that has a lot of potential. It's a good country, so I will vote consciously. I will think the people I'm putting into the government and have this caution whenever you are. If it is your country, if it is another country, you need to have this care for the place you are living because maybe you love it or you if you love it you wanted to take care of it so it keeps a place where you still love, and if you hate it you have to take care so it don't get worse. You need to maybe help to improve in some way.
Well, you brought great points because I agree with you. And I think every country has their pros and cons, right? Like, not like countries are not perfect. And it's like really important to understand that every country has its failures, so very good point you brought. And guys, the next question is, do you feel you belong to Brazil? Have you ever thought of living in a different country, like for the rest of your life or for a long period of time having this experience? João, I'm going to start with you.
So sometimes, like as Philip said, like sometimes the people just saying that, oh, I don't want to live in Brazil or in another country, like because they don't care about the country or something like that, But I think we need to take we need to change that mind, like because yeah, Brazil have some problems, like but if we didn't do anything, like we'll continue with that. So I think it's in we need action in that, like we need to do something. And yeah, I already think about that, like live in another country, but it's not like yeah, it's about culture also, like it's the United States, like specifically in Colorado, because like Colorado is so beautiful, the Asians, and oh my God, so beautiful. So yeah.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing, João. Yeah, this is important. Let's check with Felipe now. What about you?
This is a topic that I'm thinking a lot about currently because I am looking for remote jobs in other countries, and a lot of Europe job opportunities. Okay, you start remotely, but after 1 year, we will prepare your visa, so you have to move to our country. There are the small countries who don't have a lot of people anymore, so they are doing this effort to bring people to their countries. And for me it's a weird feeling because I didn't knew I was too much attached to Brazil because the more I look to actually live in different countries with different climate. Europe is so cold. I was looking to how was the climate in the day, and it was like -10, -8, and I don't want that. Even though I'm living in a state that are colder than other states, it's not something that I love being being frozen. So and I don't know. I'm really attached to the culture to Brazil and its culture, and I was able to live in different states, and that opened my mind for me it's almost like a different country. Some cultural difference we have between states. The far you get from the state you were born, the more different it will be, and so it was amazing experience. But at the core of the Brazilian, the heart of the Brazilian, it's the same in every state, and that is something that I don't want to live. And I think that's it. I will live for some years, but I will go back to Brazil. I just can't.
Yeah. No, yeah, thank you so much for sharing, and I I think your answer was great. Thank you. Karina, what about you? What do you think?
Well, I think that I belong to Brazil. I love Brazil. And I think that we have so much to share, and we are rich about our culture and about everything we had. So, about living in another country, I think in maybe 2 years, nothing for life, because I really love Brazil.
Very good. Yeah, I think I am just like you, maybe living for a while. Like nowadays my boss lives in Canada, and she invited me to spend some time there, maybe the next 2 years, 2024. And I've been thinking a lot about that, living this experience and like getting to know other cultures. I think it's going to be amazing. And also practice my English. Yes. I think it's going to be awesome. But I feel I like this country, the culture, the people, so maybe I would be just like you, Karina. Maybe not live there forever, just for a while, to have this experience. And you, Wendell?
Oh yeah, I have to compete with this airport's voice. Um, yeah, I totally agree with you. From the learning, this is experience about English learning, language learning. I'm thinking a lot about I'm very Brazilian, and I would like to spread the culture that we have here. In order to change the mentality, the Brazilians mentality that a kind of oh, we are bad, we have to, you know what, of course we have a lot of different problems that you have to overcome. However, you have to, you know, see in front of us, you know, and try to change this idea. It's pretty much, but I would like to leave, you know, to acquire some experience. But nowadays I had some experience, not in person, you know, in online meetings, and I could share a lot of different ideas about, you know, a lot of different things. And it was awesome to compare and see, oh my God, the Brazil rocks, you know, my opinion. And I would like to live and acquire, you know, what is possible and so on. And yeah, spread what our country have, you know.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. Felipe said there is a program, a channel called Yes Theory, where they challenge themselves to seek discomfort, and by that to experience so much great different things. Where is it on YouTube?
Yes, a YouTube channel. They challenge themselves like, let's go to the least visited country and throw a party there and meet the people there. Why people don't visit them, and or like let's ask someone in the elevator to go to a trip with us. So they try those things, and it is very related to going to different cultures and different places. So it's really amazing. They don't expect anything, and by not having this expectation, they experience so much great things. And reminding what Endo said about it.
Okay, thank you so much. I've just found it here. I have just subscribed to their channel. I want to take a look at it. It seems interesting, you know. Thank you so much for sharing, Philippe. I'm calling the guys back. So let's answer the last one. It's number 6. It's common to notice coldness when we get to a new environment for the first time. How can we make a place warmer when we receive someone new in a new community, you know? How can you be warm and not that cold? Angel, can you start since your mic is opened?
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well, I think spread good energy, you know, and being who you are, basically.
Great answer. Thank you so much. Let's check with Felipe and you. What do you think?
I think in every environment you enter, new environment, you always have a way of communicate, like it kind of your own language, like your way of thoughts, your internal jokes and those things. So it's important to someone who is not aware of it, the way the people are interacting, to them to receive them well and not judge maybe the way they are talking or what they are thinking, because it is a different place. And I experienced a lot of that because I moved to different states, and they always notice my accent because I have a gaucho accent, and and it is kind of strong in some words, and it was the experience become bad when what I was saying didn't matter because they were making fun of how I was saying it. So if it was something that maybe will add to their lives or something that will help them, it didn't matter. Over something sad, they didn't care of my emotions because it was funny the way I were talking. And I think that can happen in not in just different states or cities, but if you are entering a new community, you're entering the tech community. The tech community, you will not be aware of the words they use and everything inside the tech community. You will have a lot of things to learn just to have to enter some topics. And people in the tech community normally are not that welcoming when someone goes and asks a really simple question that they could have searched for. So people sometimes are not that welcoming to new people.
Okay, that's sad. Thank you so much for sharing. Let's check how the conversation was in the breakout room. So, Daphne, how was the conversation for you? How was this topic? Did you like it?
It was so interesting, and this point was very wonderful because makes us to think about our place, what we need to do for improve our home. Yes, I like it a lot. Congratulations
Thank you so
for
much.
create these questions.
Thank you. No, that's what about you? Can you share with us the communities you belong to nowadays?
It was great, my conversation, and I said before in the the room, I think TNT is a group that I belong. I feel very comfortable to be here. I feel very safe and freedom to speak, to make my mistakes, and to spread my ideas. And yeah, maybe TNT, it's my place.
Yes, that's what I said. Like, I really belong to this place, I don't want to leave it anymore. I love being here. Thank you so much for sharing, for spreading this word of TNT. This is great. I know you're always sharing with your friends and like with your followers. So thank you so much. It's really good to have you here. Guys, let's check with Karina. How was her first experience here? How was it? Did you like it?
Yes, I love it. I really miss the talking English, practicing new people, make friends. So I really love it.
Thank you so much. I really want to see you here next week. Today is Endo's meeting, but I'm here just replacing him. My meetings are on Wednesdays at 9, so I really want to see you there too. And Felipe, how was it for you?
For me, it was amazing, and I think the topic that we were talking was the best first topic I could have, because right now I feel a part of TNT community too. I was very welcomed by everyone, and it was a great place to share knowledge and to share our life experiences. So it was really amazing. I was able to connect with people in a small amount of time, so it was really great.
That's so good. And yes, now you and Karina are part of this community. Please, I really want to see you here more often. Guys, just to wrap this up, I just want to share something with you. We have Philip, who is the CEO here of TNT. On Thursday, he's going to launch a new course. He's going to go live on Zoom. So let me just share it with you. He's going to explain how TNT works. Oh my God, can you see the screen? I did something here. Yeah. He's going to explain a little bit how you can unlock your English and how you can speak with confidence, which is the concept of fluency, right? Not knowing all the words, but feeling confident when you're speaking. So I will send you the link. There are three classes already available. You just have to go there and to subscribe. This is the website. Please go there, like kind of support us and this community too. This is a great way of doing it for free. And I think that's it. Do you have any questions? It was a huge pleasure having you here today. Thank you so much. I really loved this theme, and thank you for coming, Felipe, Endel, Yas, Daphne, Nondas, Claudio, and Karina. I really want to see you here tomorrow and next week too. Thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thank
See ya. Have a
you.
great
Great
day.
day.
Bye.
Bye bye,
Bye.
everyone.
Thank you.